Hey guys, Scott with Heritage Farms. Well, what is this? So I got back from the farm. It's Sunday afternoon, and man, I had this idea when I was at the farm and I was cleaning up today. I was unloading the Kubota and I was trying to figure out what I was doing, and I had all kinds of stuff. I had multiple 5-gallon buckets. Some had fencing supplies in it. Some had tools. There was all kinds of stuff. So anyway, I made an organizer. All right, guys, so man, I had the leftover 2x6, cut it out, cut it to the shapes that I wanted. I got it in the positions, made some measurements before I left, and I whipped this out. So next weekend when I go to the farm, I'll do an update on the Kubota, show you what we built and what goes in all of these spaces. Ooh, more info to follow. Putting a coat of Sherwin-Williams Caviar is the color. All right, guys, more to follow. Hey, guys. It's Friday afternoon. We made it to the farm, Heritage Farms, Texas. Looky there. We got the Polaris 570 Sportsman back running, back on the road. It's back at the farm where she belongs. Maybe she'll keep running for 20 days this time around. And I say that jokingly. Hopefully she'll last a lot longer than that, but my history with that four-wheeler has not been good. All right, so back to the Kubota. Ooh, this is what I love. So this, I'm gonna show you, is the bed of the Kubota. And I apologize if there's any shadows or anything. We have the bed extender and we leave it down most of the time just because it gives us more room in the bed. I like it because I can come in here and raise it up if I need to use the tailgate as a workbench out in the field somewhere. So I like it. But this is actually clean today, if you believe that. We got electric fence supplies in here, got a brush. You always need a brush for something. You know, look right here, got a pair of wire cutters, pair of wire stretchers, T-post driver. Oh, what do we got? A bucket full of fence supplies, a bucket full of tools, electric fence supplies, all kinds of stuff. Well, most of the time, I kid you not, by the time the weekend's over, this thing will be just full of junk. I mean, I just really struggle down here because we're moving so fast. It's hard to keep it organized. So we made a little bit of an organizer that we're going to actually install here and do a little cleanup. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to unload the four-wheeler. I'm going to pull out the organizer. We're going to take all of the T-post out, clean the bed of this Kubota out, and then we'll start to reorganize it, get it cleaned up and ready to go. Let you guys take a look along the way. Hopefully you'll like it. If I haven't told you, I love this Kubota RTV XG850. For what we do here at the farm, it's the perfect work vehicle for us. More to follow. Okay, here we go. Well, I tell you what, man, this Kubota is a mess. Let me tell you one neat feature on it. That tilting bed, that is awesome. Allows access to the motor compartment. I don't know if you guys know this too, but that is a Subaru engine. That is a Subaru engine, not a Kubota. So Kubota contracted with Subaru to actually design and build this motor. And then it turns out that Kubota went ahead and bought out, I guess, the motor division of Subaru. That's my understanding, or at least the small engine side of Subaru. Don't know if that's completely true or not, but that's the story I heard, so passing it along, take it for what it's worth. So anyway, what are we doing? Well, this was bothering me. It was really bothering me. So we wanted to get together and put in a bed organizer. Something real simple, but basically something that would allow me to have a place for a 5-gallon bucket for fence supplies, a 5-gallon bucket for tools, and then a 5-gallon bucket for trash. You'd be amazed at all the trash that we accumulate or pick up, and you need a place to put it where it's easy to dump and take care of. Also wanted a place where I could put my fencing tools, because this big guy flopping around back there makes a lot of noise. We have a fence stretcher, we have wire cutters, brush cutters. Needed a place to stay organized. So let's see what I got here. Hold on, guys. Put this guy back down. Hold on. One side latched. Second side latched. And now let me pull out the actual organizer. You guys are going to get to see how good I am and if it actually fits, because I have to admit I'm a little concerned. Look at that. It's like butter. It's like money from home. You gotta love it. All right, man. First step of the organizer. Yep, and I wanted it where I could take it out if I needed to clean the bed or anything of that nature. I wanted the ability to move it around. I also wanted the ability to get to my tie straps if I needed to, and I think it accomplishes that. So, all right, now it's time to start loading this bad boy up. I like it so far. My thought process was keep fencing tools on one side. So far, so good. Oh, I like that a lot. I like that a lot. So you can kind of see, here you go. So you got a spot over there for your fencing supplies, a spot right here for your brush cutters, maybe even throw in your brush per se. And now we're ready to kind of look at putting in our 5-gallon buckets. But I need to get a little bit organized within my 5-gallon buckets, because as you can see, there's a little bit of disarray. So you guys sit tight, more to follow. Okay, here's kind of what the finished project looks like. So it kind of turned down kind of like I wanted it to. So got my little divider in here, all of my fence supplies, my wire cutters, my T-post driver, my wire stretcher, the brush cutters or limb cutters that I use all the time, all in one place, chainsaw oil, 2-cycle gas. Got one bucket with fence supplies, one bucket for trash, one bucket for miscellaneous, and then a bucket over there for all my hand tools. Keeps everything organized, it doesn't slide around, and then I still have room to carry other stuff back in here, which I really, really like. So once again, man, this is the workhorse. This is the work vehicle. This thing carries the load, and it's so easy to go across the pasture. It doesn't leave ruts, makes everything easy to handle. And being organized is very important. So when I come up here and I got fence problems, I need to know that I have everything in this bucket and in this vehicle to actually fix any fence repairs that I come across, any fallen tree limbs, anything that just comes up, because out here in the country, you never know, and you need to be able to handle most everything on your own. So anyway, there you go, guys. So I'm really happy with this. We put a couple of hooks up here on the back that we had, mounted them. You know, if you remember, this thing used to have a middle grate section. We cut that out so you could have open access. We also put in a chain, if you will, for the dog, so that if we want to, we can chain the dog in the front seat of the Kubota and she can't get out if we stop and visit somewhere. We got rear lights in the back that we put a kit on. We also came up here and mounted rear lights. And doesn't look like much right now, but at night it really helps. LEDs, beautiful. So man, we're pretty happy with this Kubota. Unlike the Polaris 570, you guys know where I stand on that. This guy here, knock on wood, is what it's all about. Tool, toy. Man, child. Correlations. The older I get wiser. All right, guys. Hey, that's all I have today. Tell me what you think about this bed organizer. It cost me absolutely nothing. Had a leftover 2x6 to recap. Just made some measurements, cut it down, used some miscellaneous screws that I had. I did drill pilot holes for every screw. If I'd have had more time, I would have put it in the Kreg joint deal and put pocket holes to really make it strong. But for what I'm using it for right here, it's cheap. We had leftover paint from the house project when we were painting some garage doors. So the paint cost me nothing, the screws cost me nothing, and I had a leftover 2x6. This is my kind of project, guys. $0 and about 2 hours of my time, little organizing. And now when I turn corners and bounce around out in the field on all the hog damage, hopefully all this stuff won't be bouncing around, turning over, spilling, and falling out. So, hey, glory be to God. Tell me what you think. Leave me a comment, thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know if you like it. Hey, guys, have a great weekend. Talk to you soon.